If we not do something about Benin Auchi Road, Edo State go get major security and economic crisis. Obaseki na him talk this one. Governor Obaseki don yarn say Benin Auchi Road na important road to Edo people sake of say once the road fail, it will affect the economy of Edo State. Obaseki yarn to the people this one after one closed-down meeting with Otari of Auchi, His Royal Highness Alhaji Haliru Momo Ekelebe III. Governor Obaseki yarn say Otari of Auchi contact Edo State government for the developmental project where they happen for Edo North. For the Benin Auchi Road matter, Obaseki yarn some of the plans where Edo State government don't get to federal government to sharply fix the Benin Auchi Road. A constituent talk say if government don't fix Benin Auchi Road, Edo State will get major economic and security crisis.
You know, as a main traditional ruler of Edo North, they generally tend to have issues, particularly the issue of security, the issue of the roads linking Benin with Edo North. Those are some of the issues he came to talk about. And also to, like you said, appreciate some of the developmental efforts that this government has made in Edo North. We've assured him that we'll continue to try and work with the federal government to ensure that we build the Benin Auchi Road, because that is the spine of Edo State. Once that road fails, then it affects our economy and our people significantly. Fortunately, the Minister for Works has been very proactive. I received letters from him last week asking that the government of Edo State should pay compensation for some land, some areas where they need to get their alignments through, and some going to be working on that assiduously over the next few weeks to make sure that whatever they need to construct that road is provided for them. But as you know, if we don't do something about the Benin Auchi Road, then we will have a major economic and security crisis in our hands in Edo State in years to come.
Otari of Auchi, His Royal Highness Alhaji Haliru Momo Ekelebe III, when thank President Buhari as they bring back railway transportation come Nigeria, and constantly thank Governor Obaseki as they revive fertilizer factory for Auchi, constantly took mouth for some important national issues.
In 1988-89, I was the financial doer of Nigerian Railways. We had a committee on that by Babangida. I was a member of the committee and the finance guidance for whatever we were doing. We recommended 44 locomotives for Nigerian Railways so that we can have transportation viable in 1992. And we said, if it's not done, there will be collapse of roads in Nigeria. That is what we're seeing today, 1992. Now, I want to appreciate him, the President of Nigeria, Buhari, for reintroducing Nigerian Railways in this country. The cheapest means of transportation in any country. And he is viable to have been given that inspiration by Almighty God, and he started it. You know, in 1988, 89, as I said, Babangida set up a committee on capitalization of Nigerian Railway, privatization and commercialization, and I was a member of the committee who recommended 44 locomotives. If you get that, 1992, there will be no problem of transportation in Nigeria. If you don't get it, there will be complete shutdown. We are still there today. This young man, he came on the throne as governor of Edo State. The first thing he did in Auchi was to revive fertilizer factory that was dead so many years. Nobody thought about it. He came and immediately revived it. Today, they are doing shifts. So I have to come and appreciate him for what he's done, especially that. But he's doing certain other things for us. And if you don't appreciate one who has done good for you and your community, then you don't appreciate God. Precisely. But if you are oblivious of God, He leaves you. You have calamities all over the place. That is what is happening in the world.
So, Your Highness, you talked about transportation, and I'm sure when you were coming from Auchi to this place, the road was terrible.
I told the president.
Yes, your message to the president.
I told him, I'm just from Abuja. I went to see him to thank him for bringing Nigeria Railways again. Nobody has thought about it. All the presidents and so forth and so on. Get into your archives and do a recognition of what each president had done for this country, and then what state governors have done for their state. And you have now a tribunal of issues of this country and the contributors to the fast-moving economy or devolution of diminishing economy that we are having. Who is in charge? As far as I'm concerned, the central bank governor is devaluing Naira every day. And he cannot be forgiven for that. You know? Because he said we are poor, and we are getting poorer because he's devaluing Naira. At the time that it should be a counterpart of what President Buhari has done, when he closed all the boundaries with all the surrounding communities and banned importation of rice and so forth and so on. At that time, the central bank monetary policy would have come out to revalue Naira. It did not do it, and the Naira is still sinking today. The banks are supposed to have capital equalization. They have not done that, and the banks are just borrowing money and then lending out at a very exorbitant interest rates. That is what is responsible for our inflation.
Omo Aluke Ajakaye, TMC TV News. Don't forget your PVC and be your power. Not sell and give any politician on election day.